Welcome to the video. Khang KOM. This is the name of the most brutal race I've done so far in Thailand. It took place last weekend in the mountains of Phang province, a couple of hours drive from Chiang Mai and just a few kilometers away from the Myanmar border. It features the notorious Ang Khang climb, 11 kilometers at 13% with max gradients over 30%. Here we are at the start of the race in Phang town, 7 in the morning. The field wasn't as deep as other races such as the Intanon Challenge, but still with more than 300 riders in attendance. Bit of chat at the starting line and off we go. The race was just 30 kilometers in length with a rolling approach to the climb and finishing at the summit of Doi Ang Khang. The pace was pretty high since the beginning, and my strategy was basically to try and stay with the front group all the way to the start of the climb, saving as much energy as possible. So I just rolled a few turns here and there, but I didn't bother about the attacks because I knew the climb would put everyone in place later. The clouds that we saw at the beginning of the race ended up pouring rain on us, and I can only mean that the race was about to get even harder before the climb. In the approach to the climb, the road got narrower, but also the traffic decreased, and we were marshaled by plenty of motorbikes, so safety was more than guaranteed. Here we see this guy peeling off, and I got to close the gap to the front group just in time, hanging on for dear life to stay with them before the climb even started. Just a few meters into the climb, and we are dealing already with continuous 20% ramps. I immediately realized I got no traction whatsoever in the rear wheel. That hampered me as I really like to climb off the saddle, and I was forced to do a cadence of 45, 50 in some of the steepest sections. Luckily, we were only 13 or 14 riders in the front group at this point, and we already opened up a serious gap to the chasers behind, even though it looks that they are not that far. The gradients were so steep that the gap was easily 30 or 45 seconds here. And look at this view. How steep is this? 5 minutes into the climb, and this guy from the Thai national team say, cheerio, bye-bye, and nobody could follow him. He would go on to win the event from here. Here we can see clearly how wet and slippery the road was. Apparently this guy was riding a 36 chain ring and 28 at the back, and he was flying into the climb. The speed difference with the rest was quite noticeable. Here we have the guy that came in third. And here's one of the steepest sections of the climb. Look how he has to wave his way through, fighting against gravity. Super low cadence. Must have been doing 300 watts at 56 or 58 kilograms. Very small guy. He's getting off the saddle just over 1 kilometer to the top. Got super foggy, epic condition at the end of this painful climb. Almost can't see the finish line, but suddenly it appears. And job done, chapo. Congrats to the winner. Joel came in second, super effort. And here's this guy, so fresh, almost no signs of fatigue. Other riders coming home. Here's myself in 13th position, just 11 minutes behind the winner, doing my best power for over 1 hour. Some local gals presenting the medals to the riders, and of course, everybody can enjoy a bite of spicy Thai food after the race. The podium ceremony, traditional race podiums in Thailand, feature the first 5 or even 10 riders, and I managed to climb to the podium of my age group, 5th position, so pretty happy with that. All right, let's take a look at the Strava data now. So we can see 34 kilometers in 1 hour and 36 with over 1,300 meters of elevation. I did my best 20 minutes, powers 266. And then if we go to the climb segment, Doi Ang Khang, the nasty bit 1 hour and 250 watts. That's also my best power for 1 hour. Unbelievable. Also, take a look. There's a segment here, 460 meters at almost 30% average. This was towards the end of the climb, and it's ridiculous. And the winner did it with a 28 cassette and 36 at the front. Unbelievable.